Hello VC, it's Joytex here, back to Berlin for another video. I've got a big stack of records to show you, and imagine that those are the half of the records that I bought or some people gave me the last period of time. As I told you, I'm back in Berlin, lots of digging, lots of music, listening to lots of stuff. Hope everybody's fine. Just one reminder that our record, Da Baptism, I put some copies, the final copies, on Bandcamp page, of our Bandcamp page. If you're interested to buy it, be fast. There are 3 copies or something like that. I'm gonna include the link down. I think this way is better because you can also preview them properly, and along with the record you will get a free download as you know, the normal Bandcamp deal. So the link is right there. 3 records remaining, the only thing that I can do for the vinyl community. I don't want to repeat myself, but the record is sold out. Everywhere we have a global distribution, and it was a big success. Thank you, Derek, just in case you're watching, for your good words about our EP. And the second one is ready now, and we will send it for pressing in the week, this week or next week. So in a couple of months or something, number 2 will be out. I will keep you updated. Also, we'll have a digital release next month, end of this month actually, but I will keep you updated. I'm gonna try this as short as possible. I've got a lot of records to show you, and I'm gonna do some little drops in the background. Hope you can listen to it. It's the new John Carpenter's Lost Themes LP, which arrived yesterday. I gave it a listen last night, and it was amazing, brilliant. Gatefold. This is the very limited edition on white vinyl. Lost Themes by John Carpenter. As an album, it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. It's a little bit different than John Carpenter's older stuff, but you can still hear his music and his influences from the past. Fantastic record, maybe one of the best albums nowadays. Highly recommended. A little bit pricey. This version of the white is a little bit rare and hard to find. I think it's sold out already, but anyway, I'm a big fan of him, so I spend something more and have this thing with me. Lost Themes, John Carpenter. You can hear it in the background too. I'm gonna do something like that from my next videos, because I think it's we are watching a lot of videos, and if you watch like 5 videos, you need to open Discogs and YouTube and Spotify lots of times, and sometimes it's a lot of work to do. So I believe giving you some needle drops is very good. I'm gonna start with some jazz. Let me find the needle drops on Spotify. Yeah, okay, but this one didn't exist on Spotify, but it's a fantastic LP, highly recommended. One of my favorite Max Roach LPs. This is Percussion Bittersweet on Impulse reissue, gatefold, you know, nice packaging from Impulse, glossy gatefold. As an album, is percussive jazz, Afro-Cuban, Latin thing. So if you like Kennis Doram, Afro-Cuban or something like that, check this out. It really blew my mind the other day when I was spinning it. Yeah. I will continue with one album which is really hard to find it outside of Europe, I guess, but you should definitely give it a try. I'm gonna play it in the background. This is a really strange combination between jazz, electronica, left field and ambient. This is Blameful is record of the month, maybe one of the best records that I heard in the last month or years even. Fantastic LP. This is WLP, limited to 250 copies. If you are in Germany, it's pretty easy to find it. Check this out. Blameful Ills. Highly recommend it. This is, you get the idea, but it's very different. All the tracks are different. Let me play another one for you. This is so amazing, so hypnotic, so it was a trip. You need to listen to this as one piece, you know, from start to the end. Amazing stuff, really. Yeah, something similar, which is also limited edition. This is a Greek beatmaker. A friend of mine gave it to me as a present for my birthday last week. He's Cognitive, limited edition. You can find it on Discogs. If you like beat making and trip hop beats, sounds like hip hop, but it's not. He uses samples and fantastic stuff, really amazing LP. My Space World by Cognitive, out on Melting Recordings. This is the edition of 500. I believe that this way is better, playing the music than describing it, so you can get an idea. One more needle drop, another song. Check it out, good stuff. Let me continue with some Latin stuff, Latin jazz stuff. My first album of Eddie Palmieri, this is Favorite. This is 100% Latin and maybe some jazzy influence. Hope you can hear it in the background. This is the reissue, it was a cheap find. If you living in cold places, this will warm you up for sure. Super Imposition by Eddie Palmieri. Yeah, I'm gonna let this thing playing in the background and I'm gonna show you something that you can't find it. I can't find it on Spotify to play to you, but it's highly recommended. Fantastic Afro album, one of my favorite African albums. Highly recommended. Out on Soul Jazz, I think, yeah, on 2012 or something. Oh my god, fantastic LP. Roy Brooks and the Artistic Truth. This is The Black Survival. Jazzy, Afro, spiritual to the bone, and the second side is full of dialogues. Amazing stuff. Wish I could play it, but this thing is highly recommended. If you like African stuff, spiritual jazz. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna continue with a classic Blue Note record. This is the reissue. As I told you, during Christmas, a shop in Germany had some very good sales, and this was very cheap, so I grabbed it. Amazing Art Blakey album on Blue Note. This is the reissue. You can hear it in the background. 4 tracks. I was watching an interview last night from Art Blakey, and he seemed a very nice guy. This is the problem when you listen to jazz, and most of the famous jazz players are dead, and you really need to, hear them speaking and be part of it. At least for me, that's my case. Anyway, this is a well-known Blue Note record. So if you don't know it, you should. You are missing out, really. What else do I have here? Yeah, again some Brazilian and Latin stuff. Let me find a sample. This is Nicola Conte, a 10-inch. Nicola Conte presents the again. This is the volume 3. There is also a volume 4 on this thing, and this is Lost Rare Bossa Samba Jazz Classics from the swinging Brazilian 60s. Exactly. Lots of tracks, around 10 tracks, small of tracks, but if you like Brazilian music, fantastic compilation. Volume 3 or volume 4, they are very, very, very good. 10-inch Nicola Conte. Yeah, I'm gonna continue with sample record. This is a well-known compilation. Sampled. This is the track list. Lots of good stuff. I also posted it in the BC group on Facebook. And this is Jimmy on the Move, which is playing in the background from Lalo Schifrin, sampled by the Wise Guys, I think. Yeah, say ooh la la, during end of the 90s or something. Listen to the sample. Another Latin find is Puccio and his old brothers. This is Yaina. Someone in the VC recommended this stuff, and I immediately ordered it from Japan. This is a Japanese pressing of it. Not the easiest record to find, but if you ever find it in front of you, please grab it. If you like this kind of music, yeah, this is the needle drop for this record. This is my thing. Yeah, out on Lexington Co. Let me give you one more needle drop. This is more fast and funky as well. Amazing. I'm gonna continue with a record that also Big Star 1000 showed it, but we have ordered it maybe the same day or something, and this is fantastic Egyptian jazz record from Salah Ragab and the Cairo Band, Egyptian jazz. This is a combination of Egyptian music with jazz, and it's highly recommended. Lots of songs are different here, but you can get the idea. I like this idea with the music playing in the background. Hope the police, the YouTube police, will not arrest me or something. And imagine that I'm not a big fan of Oriental music. This is a masterpiece, really. Yeah. A flea market find from last weekend. I couldn't find it on Spotify to play it for you, but it's highly recommended if you don't know it. This is Luis Gasca. You have Carlos Santana playing here, guitar, and also other artists. The artwork on this thing is amazing. Musically is jazz, Latin, how to describe, but it really blew my mind. Highly recommended. Luis Gasca. Yeah. This is a Nightmares on Rocks reissue. Most of their albums are reissued the last couple of months. I grabbed this. Double LP, gatefold, a 90s gem. I don't want to speak a lot about this, but you can hear it, just a song. Fantastic music, really. I've got 2 more records and I've got some 45s, and imagine that I split my records in 2, so I will not make a huge video. Let me find the next needle drop. This was something like a blind buy. I bought it yesterday on the record store. This is Moods and Grooves by Zupar Universal Orchestra. I love the artwork on this thing. And this is a good mixture between funky, disco, soul and jazz. This is, of course, more funky disco thing, but there is a lot of variety on this thing, and all of the tracks are great. Really blew my mind yesterday. I only gonna needle drop you this song, but you really can't understand the whole EP based on this track. Zupar Universal Orchestra. This is the reissue. Out on Zupar Records Limited, which somebody in the VC Facebook page told me this is a division of Motown Records. Didn't know about it. The last record is from Madlib, which is Beat Conducta Volume 4 in India. This is, Madlib's typical sound with Indian samples. Nice record. Beat Conducta in India. It's beats, like hip hop beats with Indian samples. Let's hear it. One more. Cheers. Iced coffee espresso. You know, Madlib is a well-known beatmaker, one of the best actually. Okay, continuing with some 45s, and I will close the video. There is a series of 45s released the last period of time by Mr. Monko, which is Mr. Monko Brazil and Mr. Monko Latin. This is Mr. Monko Brazil 45. Let me find the sample. Brazilian music. This is 3 tracks on this 45. This is one of them. All those 45s are new releases, well, almost new releases. I mean, you can still find them in physical record shops, they are not old. This is one of my favorite Brazilian series. I've got like 4 or 5 45s by them. Bossa Nova. You know my thing with Bossa Nova, I love it. The next one is also from Mr. Monko, but it's on Mr. Monko Latin series, which is 2 tracks by Tito Puente this time. Hit the bongo. Percussive and funky and Latin. Yeah. The next one, I think I've talked about this in my last or something like that, some videos before maybe. This is Joytex, which is a blues artist actually, but this is one of his early songs. It's called Pneumonia, very early, and is an answer to the song Fever. Like a parody slash answer to the song Fever, which was a hit then. This is more bluesy, but I think it was very fun. Joytex, Pneumonia. Sounds really similar to the song Fever. This is another find from a James Taylor quartet, Mission Boulevard, the record store that I'm shopping sent me this as a gift, and it is a very good funky recommendation if you are into 45s. 2 more to go. This is one of my favorite 45s in my collection. I really want to find the original LP album, which is not reissued, by Zomtress. Yeah, Zomtress, Take It Easy My Brother Charles. The official LP, the original LP, is extremely expensive, so the 45 was a very good find for me. And from the other side there is the song Spooky. The last 45 by Della Reese, reissue, also new, A Clock That Got No Hands. This for some reason reminds me of my mother. You know, I'm shopping a lot of things and I can't really focus on one genre of music, and I believe this is good. Lots of organic stuff in this update. I'm gonna stop the music. I showed you some records. Tell me if you like the idea with the music on the background. I think it's better this way because you are not describing the records, and also the viewer is listening to directly, and he don't have to go to other sites and try to find the samples. VC, thank you for watching. Cheers to everybody. I'm watching lots of your stuff. I'm trying to comment as much as I can. One more reminder about our LP. The Bandcamp site is there of our Dub Baptist project. Only a couple of records left. So because some people are messaging me, if you're interested, go there and buy it. I will directly send you the copy. Love you all. I'm gonna do another update like in next week or something, because I have lots of records to show you, and somehow I need to find a way to stop buying so many stuff, but you know how it is. Vinyl is vinyl. Love you all, guys. Cheers.